To understand factorizing, one important concept we want to make you aware of is algebraic factors. Let's start with a number, say 6. One of its factor pairs is 2 and 3. So we can write 6 equals 2 times 3. We can extend this to algebra. Let's use a simple quadratic like x squared plus 3x plus 2. Understand that this represents some number depending on what x is. For example, if x is 1, then this expression is 6. For this expression, its algebraic factors are x plus 1 and x plus 2. We show you how to do this in the video. And these also change depending on x. If we had x equals 1, then we get the factors 2 and 3, which makes sense, and 6 equals 2 times 3. So factorizing or factoring a quadratic expression is the process of rewriting it as a product of its algebraic factors. Okay, so in the last video, we talked about what quadratics are. Remember, a quadratic expression looks like this. Now we will factorize them. We will focus on the how and what to do. So if you'd like to know why these methods work, leave a comment below. So why do we factorize? Short answer is to be able to solve quadratic equations later. There's more to it than that, but that's for another time. Let's get into it and look at some of the different types of quadratics and how to factorize them. Make sure you practice. We've made some questions at the end of the video for you to try. Remember, the only way to learn maths is to do it. Simple quadratics with two terms can be factorized using the highest common factor. Nothing too special here. Let's take x squared plus 2x. The highest common factor is x, so we get x outside of x plus 2. One more. Let's factorize 3x squared minus 6x. Highest common factor is 3x, so we get 3x outside of x minus 2. You can always check that you have done it right by expanding. You should get what you started with if you expand. Difference of two squares. A squared take b squared equals a plus b times a minus b. If you can recognize these, they can be factorized quickly. Let's take x squared take 25, which is x squared take 5 squared, which factorizes to x plus 5 times x minus 5. One more. Let's factorize 4x squared minus 9, which is 2x in brackets squared minus 3 squared, which then factorizes to 2x plus 3 and 2x minus 3. Again, you can check these by expanding. Now we have monic trinomials. Trinomial means 3 terms, and monic means that the a value is 1. Let's take the expression we had earlier, x squared plus 3x plus 2. First, you want to identify your b and c values. Here, b equals 3 and c equals 2. Then you find two numbers that multiply to c and add to b. This is where you might make a list and find all the factor pairs, and could take you a bit of time, but the more you do, the quicker you're going to get. The two numbers here are positive 1 and positive 2. So to factorize this, we simply write x plus 1 times x plus 2. One more. X squared minus 5x plus 6. Let's factorize this. In this one, b is negative 5 and c is positive 6. So our two numbers are negative 2 and negative 3, giving us x minus 2 times x minus 3. The last skill we'll look at in this video are non-monic trinomials. This means that a does not equal 1. Let's start with 2x squared plus 5x plus 3. With non-monic trinomials, you need to find two numbers that multiply to AC and add to B. This is actually the same as monics, but since for a monic A was 1, then AC would just be 1 times C, which would just be C. So our AC here is 2 times 3, which is 6, and B is 5. So the two numbers that multiply to 6 and add to 5 are 2 and 3. This time, we use these two numbers to rewrite our x term. So 5x would now become 2x plus 3x, like this. Now we have 4 terms, and we factorize 2 terms at a time using the highest common factor, like this. See how we have a common factor now? It's just a bracket. It's got 2 terms instead of 1. So let's factorize this, giving us x plus 1 times 2x plus 3. Let's do one more. 3x squared plus 4x minus 4. AC is negative 12 and B is 4. So our two numbers are 6 and negative 2. Rewriting our x term and factorizing 2 terms at a time. Just like before, we end up with x plus 2 times 3x minus 2. Now it's your turn. Pause the video here and factorize these expressions. We've put answers in the description. That's it for this one. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.